Ladies and gentlemen, they can find billions for Ukraine overnight, but they can't secure our own elections. That tells you everything you need to know about Washington, D.C. Folks, this right here is why people are fed up with Washington. This is why Americans look at Congress and say, these people do not work for us anymore. Because when it comes time to send billions of dollars overseas, when it comes time to write checks for Ukraine, foreign governments, foreign borders, foreign wars, foreign priorities, somehow Washington always finds the money. Somehow the votes are there. Somehow the urgency is there. Somehow the speeches are ready. The cameras are rolling. And the politicians are lined up to tell you why it all has to happen right now. This is a post by Eric Doherty over on X. Breaking overnight, the Save America Act got 50 votes thanks to Senator Susan Collins. She's a Maine senator that's in her race for her life against this, the tattoo guy, Graham Plattner. She voted in favor of Mike Lee's amendment. Says they just approved it. It can get 51 votes with J.D. Vance as a tiebreaker. That sounds beautiful. I love everything about this so far. This version of the bill contains voter ID and proof of citizenship. All those are both very dangerous. But it needed 60 votes. So no more excuses. Nuke the filibuster. Lee says this is the House-passed version of the Save America Act, which still secures our elections to a very strong degree. And he is right. The House has passed this. The Senate needs 60 votes for this to pass. Because if not, it falls under nuking the filibuster. And we both know that John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader, will not do this. So Senator Collins did the safe thing. On the cover, it looks great that she voted to pass this. But she knew it was irrelevant. She knew that this is useless. But when the question is simple, should American citizens have confidence that only American citizens are voting in American elections? You start to understand that word, American. Suddenly these same people, they freeze up. Suddenly it's controversial. Suddenly it's complicated. Suddenly asking for secure elections becomes extreme. No, it's not extreme. It is basic. I want you to go on vacation to Mexico and try to vote in their elections. A sovereign country has borders. A sovereign country has citizens. And a sovereign country has elections that belong to those citizens. That's my election. That's your election. And if a member of Congress can vote to send billions of dollars to secure somebody else's country, which is what they have done, but they can't vote to secure the integrity of our own country, then that person doesn't need to be on another committee assignment. That person does not need another cable news interview. That person needs a primary challenger, because this is the divide in America right now. It's the divide in Washington. And a lot of these members of Congress know that this is a way to get primaried. Ask Thomas Massey. Ask John Cornyn. There's a whole bunch. It is not left versus right anymore. It is America first versus Washington first. And I want to show you, I'm going to take you back in time here. This is just a couple of years ago when the traitors in Congress wave Ukrainian flags after sending billions to help them. These politicians cheered and waved the flag. Look at this. I want you to see it. Those are members of Congress waving Ukrainian flags in your face. is what they're doing this. They are giving you the double bird with a Ukrainian flag on it. Okay? And they just chose to do that again. They just chose to send $9 billion to Ukraine. 6 Republicans sided with Democrats to push for more funding for buying weapons. And this is one of them. This is Mike Lawler. He is one of these Senate Republicans that chose to do this again. And the people who cannot get this basic question right, America first over Washington first, the ones who can't say clearly and without apology that American elections should be decided by American citizens, those people have told you exactly who they are. The Senate rejects the SAVE Act 48-50 on the immigration bill because the Save America Act was tied in. Now, the House passed it. The Senate blocked it. And now every voter in this country should be asking one question. Why is Washington more serious about protecting foreign borders than protecting the ballot box right here at home? And it's got a list of these same 4. Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Mitch McConnell, and Tom Tillis. And the Babylon Bee gets it so right sometimes. Republicans announce plan to keep doing the opposite of what everyone voted for them to do. That's so true. They are not doing a damn thing that we want. They are not doing anything that we sent them there to do. And here's the clowns. Tom Tillis, Lisa Murkowski out of Alaska, Senator Collins out of Maine, Mitch McConnell out of Kentucky. Kentucky's got problems. Tom Tillis out of North Carolina. This is the group of people that are subverting the will of America, the will of you, the American voter. Now, it's interesting because you have the richest man in the world coming out and saying, vote them out. That's Elon Musk. He is saying, vote them out. Get rid of them. And there are rumors, and I think it can be confirmed very quickly, that Elon Musk is going to be backing a lot of Republicans to get rid of these rhino Republicans. Now, I showed you briefly there the article from the Daily Caller calling out the 6 Republicans that voted to send money to Ukraine. And here's another aid image that should upset you. $188 billion to Ukraine, $159 million for working Americans. Are you starting to understand who these people work for? Because they do not work for us. They do not work for the American people. They don't care. They have some semblance of what I would call loyalty to everywhere else except you. They don't care about your opinion. They don't care about who you want taken care of. And here's the list of these 6 Republicans right here. We have Brian Fitzpatrick out of Pennsylvania. His wife is a news reporter for Fox News, Jackie Heinrich. Should tell you something. Mike Lawyer out of New York. New York's conquered. Don Bacon, Nebraska. Michael McCall, Texas, billionaire. Joe Wilson, South Carolina. Max Miller, Ohio. That's these members that voted to send more money to Ukraine. That is why they're all celebrating, waving those Ukraine flags, because there's probably some kickbacks going on here. I can't confirm it. It's probably alleged, right? But that's what's happening. And we've got more information here. This is from News Force. GOP rebels help pass dim Ukraine funding against the president's wish. The bill passed 216 to 195, with 18 Republicans joining Democrats to bypass GOP leadership. So this was the Congress that passed it first. And then how quickly it went through the Senate. When it's money for somewhere else, it happens fast. When it's money for America, when it's money to secure our elections, they can't get the job done, can they? This is the list of congressional Republicans that voted to send this money to Ukraine. And you see some names here: Brian Fitzpatrick, Hurd, Joyce, Kiggins, Mike Lawler, McCall. All but one Democrat voted in favor as well. And I don't know who the Democrat was. They're probably going to say that it was John Fetterman. But guys, I don't want you ever to forget that these members of Congress, have you ever seen a members of Congress wave an American flag? Have you ever seen a Democrat wave an American flag unless they were preparing to burn it? That's all that you see on a daily basis. If you're not frustrated by what's going on in the United States right now, you probably need to rethink your party affiliation. I don't know who you vote for. I honestly don't care who you vote for. I want America to be your number one priority. I thought members of Congress took an oath to the Constitution to have America as a priority. I thought members of the Senate did the same thing. But obviously, that's not the case. And when that's not the case, America loses and every other country around the world wins. And right now, Ukraine gets more money. Is it a win for them to get more money? For some people, there it is. They're not doing a whole lot on the battlefield except maybe some snapshots and some real soundbite type stuff. Guys, I hope you're as upset as I am. I love this country. I want this country to succeed. I want this country to still be here when I am gone. If you like this kind of content, smash the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. We've got to get the Save America Act passed. I just don't know how that we do it. Getting rid of the filibuster would be the first phase, but these Senate Republicans voting 50 to 50 because they knew that it didn't count. They knew that this was a charade. I'll see you in the next one.